This is for Molly on the momentous occasion of her becoming a teenager. Happy birthday, happy 13. A giant milestone, no doubt, and a world awaits you from here. I understand, Molly, that you might be a fan of Once Upon a Time. So I am happy and delighted to be able to do the following. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear Molly. Happy birthday to you. With the operatic flourish at the end. I have hay fever, so forgive my snizzling, but I've been beset with allergies. These things happen. Anyway, I understand that, Molly, you and your mom have spent a lot of the pandemic maybe watching through all the episodes. What a great thing to do together. What a wonderful thing to share. And also that you love fairy tales. I love fairy tales too. I thought that they did such an amazing job with the writing, with taking characters that we kind of all knew, like Jiminy Cricket or Prince Charming or the Evil Queen, and then reinventing them and then putting them together in ways that were so unexpected. Frankenstein, and I mean, on and on and on. All the amazing stories that they told, and what amazing storytellers they are. And it was always so surprising because it was almost like you knew them, but then were getting reintroduced to them. It was so clever what they did. And I'll tell you a story about when I first got the call, because I had to audition for the part. So they called and they said, they want you to go in and read for Jiminy Cricket. And I said, well, do they want a voice match? What do they, I was thinking, because I remember seeing the movie, and do they want, what are they looking for? And they said, no, just keep it real. And that was sort of the hallmark of all of this. I mean, the actors, of which I was in such amazing company, but the actors really, to a person, just brought so much depth and feeling and complexity to these parts that gave them so much richness. And then, the other things that, of course, that I loved about the show were things like the costumes and the visual effects, and then how in every episode they would get you to that place where you would feel like you were just about to get some really juicy answer, and then they would leave you hanging. And desperate to come back for more. I was always amazed and impressed by how well they did that. I also was because of the storytelling or the fairy tale aspect, and the fact that they then took from a lot of different fairy tales, including ones from different cultures and around the world, is we as a show, Once Upon a Time, played so well in parts of Europe and Asia and really all over the world, in countries that still astound me, and I believe it's because of the fairy tales, because the fairy tales speak to all of us, and there's something about them, there's some kernel of truth in them that just gives us a connection point, and then it transcends language and it transcends cultural differences, and so this show, and now on Disney Plus, of course, has this giant worldwide audience, which has been thrilling. So it's been wonderful to be a part of. And then Pongo, of course, my favorite. I love dogs. I'll tell you one last story about Pongo. His real name is Cinder, and he had a wonderful trainer. And Cinder was the agility champion of Canada, meaning he was exceedingly strong. They would train agility dogs by putting kind of weighted packs on them when they were training, and then on the day of competition they would take them off and they would be like rockets. This dog was so strong. So and he loved his trainer, just loved his trainer, couldn't get enough of her. She was so sweet. And so what happened was they would yell cut, and he would instantly know that and pull on the leash and you know, go all the way back to his trainer because he just couldn't wait to get back to her. So I learned very quickly that for the sake of my neck to let go, so that they could bond. He had a very sweet thing of jumping up and putting his paws on either side of your neck and kissing you. It was the dearest thing in the world. Anyway, I hope these stories are fun. I hope you have a wonderful birthday, and sending my very best to you and your mom, and for all the festivities that that are sure to come. And well, maybe one day they'll bring Once Upon a Time back for a reunion. I certainly hold some hope that maybe one day they can or will. But in the meantime, we get to live on. And I'm so glad you found us. And thanks for reaching out. All right. Take good care. Cheers.